Hello, 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 peeps. Good evening. How are you doing today?
Hi, teacher. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Hello.
What about you?
Good, 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 good. How is everything? How was the weekend? How was it? Did you do anything fun? Did you rest? Did you travel? Did you sleep all day?
Hello, teacher. I
Hello.
did travel
You did what?
to Medellin. I did
Oh,
travel to Medellin.
oh, you traveled to Medellin. Oh, I think I saw some pictures there. How was it? How was your trip?
Was really amazing because it was my first time traveling alone.
Traveling
Yeah.
to
Alone,
alone?
yes,
Your first
just
time?
me, just me.
Oh,
With no-
with no one else, like no friends,
yes,
no family member, no, I mean, no. Oh, wow.
yes, completely alone.
And then how was it? Like, how was the experience of traveling just by yourself and then visiting another city?
I will say that it was good because I ended up meeting a
Meaning,
group of people, so
yeah,
I
right.
spent my time with all of them.
With them. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
Yes.
nice. But then was
Mhm.
it your first time in Medellin or
No, traveling alone.
so you have been
Traveling
you had been
without no
you
one
had
else.
okay, you had been to Medellin in the past.
Yes.
Alrighty,
Yes.
alrighty, alrighty. That's good. That's so nice. It's always so amazing when you travel to a different city just by yourself because you always end up meeting new people, which is amazing. It has happened to me. I really but not here in Colombia. I'm afraid of traveling alone here in my own country, to be honest. But I have in the past, not in Colombia again, and it was amazing. I mean, I got to meet great people in another in other cities, so it was just like amazing. It was kind of risky somehow because I didn't know them, but still like nothing bad happened to me, and it was a great experience. So I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you got to travel, you got to visit a different city, like to do something different because you're always studying and working. So it was great. I'm sure it was amazing. Alrighty, peeps. So welcome to today. We are having our 15th class. Chicos, empezó la cuenta regresiva. We are finishing in 1 week from today. De hoy en 8 terminamos. No sé si han caído en cuenta de esto, si ya como que, wow, terminamos de hoy en 8 terminamos el curso. Ya no hay más ciclos, ya no hay más clases. So in 1 week from today, we're finishing. Yeah, so entramos en nuestra última semanita de curso de formación. So, so let's get started. I am going to share my agenda for today. We're going to start with one activity with the song. Give me 1 second, please. Alrighty. So we're going to start with an activity from a song. I think we haven't done an activity like this in a long time. So we're going to start with this activity. So it's gonna be a song from Adele, which I love, and I'm sure you also love that song. Sorry. Then we are going to work on a worksheet that is about good news or bad news. Which do you want first? We're gonna do a group activity and then we're going to be working on Moodle. Okay, we're gonna do some Moodle tasks because tomorrow we are going to finish the third units and we are no the fourth unit. Sorry, we're going to be finishing for the fourth unit, and we're also going to be working on writing tomorrow. Okay, so today it's just we're going to be working on giving some news, bad news, and then we're going to be doing some more activities, and then that's going to be our session for today. So let me share the first activity. It's this song from Adele. You guys are going to click on start. And then, well, you don't have to create an account. You can simply click on Quizá en otro momento. And then you're going to start with this song. This song, like the song doesn't start until I don't know, until like a minute or so. So you can
Vale.
move forward. You can move forward for like 55 seconds later, and then you start with a song, okay? So let me share the link with you. And then at around 6:16, 6:17, I'm going to start with the roll call, okay? While we wait for the rest, and then while we start with the rest of the activities. Clear, guys? Is the activity clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes? Alrighty, so please start. Ready, guys? All right, so I'm gonna start with the roll call. So when you hear your name, let me know that you are in the session, please. Acevedo Cuevas Saray, oh, she's on her way. Albarracín Caballero Cristian,
I'm here, teacher.
great. Ayala Viloria Joeli. Joel is not here. Vaca Jain Andrea.
Present, teacher.
Great. Carrera Bonilla John Hammer.
Present, teacher.
Great. Fonseca García Freddy.
I'm here.
Great. Lozada Díaz Diana. Diana is not here. Muñoz Salazar Andrea. Here. Pérez Ardila Natalie.
Hi, teacher, I'm here.
Hello. Pinzón Linares Mayra.
Present, teacher.
Great. Rodríguez Llorente Harold.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. Sandoval Miranda Angélica. Here. Velasco Uribe Ana María.
Hello, teacher, I'm here.
Great. And Vera Peña Jennifer. Jennifer.
Hello, teacher, I'm here.
Hello. Alrighty. Very good. Okay, peeps. So let's move on. You are going to find a worksheet on the drives folder. And then hold on, let me share my screen with you. Okay. So here, it's under the name of class 15. You are going to create a copy of the document as usual. So you already know how we work with these kind of documents. So you're going to find it here. It says good news or bad news. Which do you want first? Okay. Please create a copy of your document, because with this, I know who worked on the activity, who did the activity as well. So please create a copy of this, like this one right now. Very good. And then write your name on top of it, so I know who's working on that activity. So please create a copy. Very good. And then you also have here room for you to write your name. So you write your name here, and then you write your name here as well. Okay. So please create your copies. We have Christian, Freddy's. Alrighty, awesome. Please continue. Oh yes, I'm gonna send the link. Yeah, sure. Yes, now you got it. Alrighty, guys, please, the rest of you create your copies. We only have Andrea, Christian, and Freddy. copy of the activities. So we're missing Anna, we are missing Harold, Jennifer, John, Maida, Natalie. Please create your copy. Okay, Harold, very good. Okay, guys, so in the meantime, while you guys open your document and create a copy of it, we are going to watch two videos, okay? We're gonna watch two videos. And we are going to see, well, we're gonna see a boss telling, or we're gonna see a boss showing or giving some news to his employees, and then we're going to answer or discuss the questions that we see here. So have you ever watched this show that is called The Office?
I have one,
You have The Office?
but
What
it
about,
looks different.
but
Like the characters.
yeah, so because there is a UK version and an American version.
I watched the American version. Yeah,
Yeah. So
that's
this
why.
one, this is the American version, and this is kind of, I mean, I think I also watched the American version. I knew that there was an Office, kind of like a UK version, but it's not as popular as the American version. So we are going to watch the two episodes. Basically, it's happening the same thing. So they're telling like bad news and good news to the employees, and we're gonna see the way we're gonna watch the UK version, and then we're gonna watch the American version, which is 10,000 million times better. So we're gonna watch the two videos, and we're gonna see how the boss tells the news to his employees. Okay, so let's watch the videos. I'm gonna start with this one.
She's still here. What do you think?
Looked alright.
Alright. How did it go? What's the news?
What did she say?
Fine.
What's the damage?
It's complicated.
Are you going to tell us?
Yeah. David.
Bye.
We'd like to know now. Okay. Right. Okay, gather. Yeah, you are. Well, there's good news and bad news. The bad news is Neil will be taking over both branches, and some of you will lose your jobs. Yeah, yeah. Those of you who are kept on will have to relocate to Swindon if you wanna. Yeah. Stay. I know. Gutting. You didn't see me. On a more positive note, the good news is I've been promoted. So, every cloud. You're still thinking about the bad news, aren't you?
There's no good news, David. It's only bad news and irrelevant news.
Yeah, that's not a phrase though, is it? I couldn't come out and go, oh, I've got some bad news and some irrelevant news.
You could have just told us about Neil. Kept your promotion to yourself.
Yeah, right.
Should have told us the good news first, got you happy.
There is no good news, David.
I think promotion is genuinely considered good news.
We're going to lose our jobs.
You're not all going to lose your jobs. God, just... Right, you're not going to lose your job. You're not going to lose your job. You know, you're not going to lose your job. So, let's get it in perspective, yeah? Come on. You know there's only 7 people on the board, yeah?
When the rest of us going to find out?
Alrighty. So now we are gonna watch the American version of, basically the same thing, but in the most fun version of this episode of this show. Okay, that is The Office. So let's watch this version.
Jan Levinson, first thing in the morning. Love to start my day with a hearty bowl of Jan.
Michael.
Just call me Levinson in the morning, baby.
Michael.
Yes.
I'm here to tell you that we are closing this Scranton branch.
I don't understand.
The board voted last night to close your branch.
On whom's authority?
The board's.
What?
I'm very sorry. I don't relish telling you this. You've been a big part of this company, and the board asked me to thank you for your years of service.
You're welcome.
A small number of people will be transferred to the Stamford branch, and the rest will be getting severance packages.
Am I a small number person or a severance package person?
Well, we haven't made final decisions about personnel yet. But you're a severance package person.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It is an outrage. That's all. They're making a huge, huge mistake. Let's see Josh replace these people. Let's see Josh find another Stanley. You think Stanleys grow on trees? Well, they don't. There is no Stanley tree. You think the world is crawling with Phyllis's? Show me that farm. With Phyllis's and Kevin's sprouting up all over the place, ripe for the plucking. Show me that farm. Pictures, memories. Look at that. They grow up so fast.
Hey, stranger.
Don't say that. That just sounds weird, please.
Sorry, I just feel like we haven't talked in a while.
Well, we have nothing to talk about, Dwight. Just do your work while you still can.
When you become close with someone, you develop a kind of sixth sense. You can read their moods like a book. Right now, the title of Michael's book is Something Weird is Going On. : What did Jan say? The Michael Scott Story. By Michael Scott, with Dwight Schrute.
Are you okay?
Yeah, great. Amazing. Best physical condition of my life.
What did Jan want?
Nothing. Just checking in. I can't tell you, so.
What can't you tell me?
Nothing. Pam. What difference does it make? We'll be gone in a few weeks anyway.
What?
What?
You just said that we're gonna be
Do you have
gone.
any messages?
Michael, what's going on?
I don't
What did Jan say to you?
No.
Was she mean to you?
No. Okay. Okay. Listen up, everybody. I have some news. All I can do right now is put on a brave face and go out there and be their leader. It's over. We are screwed. Dunder Mifflin Scranton is being shut down.
Michael, we shouldn't be talking about this until all the decisions have been made.
You knew about this all along, didn't you?
Jan told me just a few minutes before she told you.
Traitor. You are a traitor.
What about us, Michael? Do we still have jobs?
I don't know. Probably not. This is the worst. So, this has been great. So let's get back to work and do the best job that we can. Toby, I'd like to see you in my office, please.
All right.
Oh my God, you walk so slowly.
Alrighty, guys. So what news did the boss give his employees? What was the news?
That the branch was going to be closed,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the employees were going to be transferred to a new one,
To a
and
new
the
one.
rest was going to be fired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So some
But in the
people,
first one, the boss was telling them that he was going to be promoted,
yes,
like the
he said
positive
like, "Oh,
news.
I have great news, right? Some of you are gonna lose your jobs, but I've been promoted." So they're like, "Oh, uh, what's the good news?" And then he said something like, I don't know if you caught that. It says, um, every cloud. He was gonna say like, "Oh, every cloud has a," and then he didn't finish that, but it means every cloud has a silver lining. Have you ever heard about this? I'm gonna write it here. Every cloud has a silver lining. Every cloud has a silver lining. Have you ever heard about this?
No, this is the first time that I heard it.
No, it's the first time.
Yes, this is the first time.
Okay, so if you say that even though the situation might be negative, uh, there is a positive side to it. So even though like everything is going or falling apart or it's just a bad situation, it's like, oh, there is a good side out of it, right? So he said,
It's like a bittersweet situation.
yeah, so or it has a positive thing that is going to teach us something. So that's basically what he said. Like, maybe some of you are going to lose your jobs, but I've been promoted, so or every cloud has a silver lining. But of course, it was not something positive for the employees. It was only for the boss, who was like, okay, I mean, I've been promoted. So that was in the first video. And then in the second video, what was the news? Was it the same or or was something different? Same thing or different?
Same, but without any good news.
Without, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So
it was similar. Like
it was
in
similar,
this
yeah.
time, the boss he had the opportunity to talk with Jane. He
Mm-hmm.
was like her superior,
Yeah,
his superior, and she told him that the branch was going to be closed, that
yeah,
some of the employees were going to be transferred, and then
yeah,
he
exactly.
have to give the bad news to the employees.
Yeah, and then they mentioned this word, so they said that it's gutting. So this is
Yeah,
gutting means very disappointing or upsetting. And then here I didn't remember that I moved this that I added this thing here. So every cloud has a silver lining. So it's used for saying that there is usually a good aspect of a bad situation, right? So it has a positive aspect, or it's going to teach us something positive out of the situation, out of that bad situation. Okay, so why was his way of giving the bad news inappropriate? How could he have done it better? So why was inappropriate, and why or how could he have done it better? What do you think?
During the first video, the man who tell them that the I knew he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't thoughtful and sensitive, so he could improve the way that they share this kind of news because that's was rude in my opinion.
Okay, okay. Okay. What about in the second video? How did the boss handle the situation? Do you think he handled it in the best way possible or not at all?
maybe that he didn't know what to say.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I mean, he was pretty nervous about
Yeah.
telling everyone about the bad
It was
news,
shocking. It was shocking.
and
Uh-huh.
he didn't have like a, yeah, it was checking for them, and he was not taking it that serious. And they were asking a lot of questions, and he was just leaving, and everyone
Uh-huh.
was just like, "What is going to happen?"
Yeah, and they were like, oh, like what's going on? The employees felt
Yeah,
that something was going on, and they knew that maybe something negative was going to happen. And then the boss, he was like, you know what, I'm going to tell you, like, we're screwed. So maybe the way in which he handled the situation was not the best. Maybe he would have, you know, I don't know, organized a meeting or something in which um they were all sitting down together listening to, you know, the why the situation is happening, and not the way that he said. He was like, oh, you know, we're screwed, and some of you are gonna lose your jobs, and some of you are gonna be transferred. So it was shocking for all of them, for sure. Okay, guys, so this is a personal question. When was the last time you had to give good or bad news? And what happened? That you had to give, not that you received, but you had to give good or bad news. And what happened in general? You remember? When was the
Yes,
last time? Yeah. When was it? Like good or bad news?
a good news.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, so my friends and I planned a trip for Panama next month, but I haven't received the permission in my work. So they were expecting that new. Last week, my boss told me, John, your vacation were approved, so you have the permission to go to Panama. And I gathered my friends, and I was like, guys, I have updates about this. I don't know how you are going to take this, but I want to tell you. And they were like, John, don't be so deep. Go ahead, go straight to the point. And I was like, OMG, I'm so happy because we are going to Panama. And they were like, oh, and seriously? So did you get the permission? And I was like, yes, I did. And we were so happy because of that.
That's so nice. That's so nice. I'm sure you guys are gonna have an amazing time in Panama. I'm
I
so
hope
sure
so
about
too.
it. Yeah. Oh, that's so
I
exciting.
deserve it and I need it. I
Yeah,
really need it.
finally. And you deserve it. How long are you gonna be away?
Sorry?
How long are you gonna be away? A
1
3
week.
days, 1 week.
1
Okay.
week. Yeah, 7
Okay.
days.
Okay, that's
That
exciting.
that
That's
that was
exciting.
that could have been impossible because 7 days out of the work is difficult,
Yeah, right.
but well, eh, everything worked out in my favor.
Yeah, but you know, not everything is about your job. Um, it's something that I tell myself all the time. Like, okay, you're always working, 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 and your life is not all about your job, which is something that I also need to I also need to start,
Yes, yes,
you know, listening to my own advice. So
yes.
yeah, it's just great. It's just great that you get the chance to travel, and work will come later. You know, you are going to continue working when you come back, so everything is going to be fine, and you're going to have an amazing job in Panama, and you're going to enjoy it. So that's awesome. Okay,
Thank
so
you,
that
thank
was
you.
that was the last time you gave good news. Alrighty, very good. What about bad news? When was the last time that you guys gave bad news? And then what
to
happened?
give or receive.
Well, let's just say that as receive as well. The question was like only give, but we can also do it with receive. So when was the last time you received good or bad news? And then what happens?
I mean, when I have to give a news, maybe when I have meetings with parents, that is always a difficult situation, and I have learned to manage and control
Yeah.
myself. It's very
Yeah.
difficult, like when I have to tell them that they failed my
Oh
subject,
yes.
that they have to prepare for the final exam,
Uh-huh.
and that there is no other option. So just studying
Studying.
and preparing
Yeah.
again for the exam.
All
So
righty.
the last time, maybe it was like a month ago, no, 2 months ago. So well, the parents they were like, uh, at first they were calm, but later when I was telling the bad news, they were surprised and they were
And they
like,
got upset.
um, they started to say that they were not informed in time, they didn't receive any email, and I was showing them that I sent them maybe that it was a
Yeah.
spam, and
Yeah.
also that I was always updating the grades in the platform on time. So they were quiet, and I was showing them the
Yeah.
evidence.
Yeah,
And
right.
they were like, we want to talk to the coordinator and your boss, and just do it because I have the whole
Yeah.
evidence
You have the
and
proof
have
that
done everything as I should have done.
as
So they were quiet.
yeah, as it was supposed to be.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right.
They were
It's not.
rude, but in the end, they were just like, okay, he's right.
Yeah, right. Because that's a difficult situation, especially with parents. And education, like being a teacher nowadays, is very difficult because a parents they always want to be right, and they always want to say like, okay, it's teacher's fault, it's not my son's, my daughter's fault, is the teacher's fault. So that's a hard situation, right? Especially when you have parents meeting and you teach kids. I understand because I'm also a teacher, and I also have I need to have meetings with the parents. So when I have to tell them like, okay, the grades were not maybe like the best, but this is what we can do. Well, thank goodness I have never experienced like something like that, but I have had friends who have. So they have, you know, these bad experiences with parents that they get super upset, and they always like, oh, but I didn't know that, you never sent me an email, you never told me anything, like it was
Yes.
a surprise. So then if you have the evidence that you did send them emails, and so they're like, oh yeah, like my bad, I didn't check them, so okay. So at the end they're like, okay, it's maybe it's something that we need to work on. I mean, the parents and the students. So I know it's such a hard situation because usually it's like it's someone is gonna be upset, you know. Someone is gonna be very upset. It's
Yes.
not an easy thing to do. Yeah, it's not
That's
an
why it is important to maybe when you're going to say something to people, like
yeah.
to be calm and always positive.
Yeah.
That's what I always do
Yeah, right.
because it depends on the way that we talk and the kind of pitch or tone that we
A
use.
term that we use, yeah, it's gonna impact in either a positive or a negative way. Yep, for sure. Okay, and this last question is related to that. Like, why can it be difficult to give good advice for people? So why? Why do you think it can be difficult? Because of what
Teacher,
you mentioned.
maybe
Yes, John.
it could be because we don't want to make other people feel bad
Mhm.
about the bad news.
Yeah.
So I think that is the main reason why. For example, so I don't have to I don't have to give bad news most of the time,
Mhm.
but when I when I had when I have had to do it, so it's been difficult for me. Like, oh
Yeah,
my goodness, I don't
right.
want to make you feel bad,
Mhm.
but this is happening, and this is what happened, or this is the news that I got for you.
Yeah, and someone is gonna be very upset, right? Someone is gonna be very upset for sure.
Disappointed,
Disappointed,
sad.
angry, upset. So it's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to do for sure. Alrighty. Okay, thank you very much for sharing. Okay, peeps. So you guys are going to complete the gaps with the words in the box. So we have a Fred, sorry for, no, unfortunately, pleased, away, news, what, and regrets. And then we have here some blanks that you need to complete with one of these words. So for example, the first one says, I have some bad news. I was fired. So what? I'm afraid. I have some bad news. I'm sorry. I am pleased. I am. So you're going to choose one of those words to complete the sentence. And then you move to the other one. I am to say that the project has been canceled. I am afraid to say, I am sorry to say, I am pleased to say, I am, what. So you're going to complete these empty spaces or these blanks with one of the words from here. Clear, guys? Is it clear?
Yes.
Alrighty, so please start working. Thank you. And okay, we have Andrea, Harold, Ana Maria, Christian, Freddy, Mayra Pinzon. Alrighty. If you haven't created your copy of the document, please do so. When you guys finish, please let me know. Alrighty. So we have Harold, you're already finished. Today, you're already finished. Okay, what about the rest? Do you finish or do you need more time? Did you guys finish or do you need more time, guys?
More time, teacher.
More time? Alrighty. Okay, let's start checking, guys, because some of you already finished. So the first one, I am, what do you write here? What do you have for the first one? Hello, guys, what's going on with
I
me?
wrote unafraid.
I'm
Unafraid.
afraid. Okay.
Unafraid.
I feel like I'm just like talking to myself. I'm afraid. I'm afraid I have some bad news. I was fired. Okay. Horrible news. Bad news. B. I am to say that the project has been canceled.
Sorry, teacher.
I am sorry. I'm sorry to say that the project was canceled. Alrighty, very good. Okay, Jennifer, can you please read number 3 or letter C?
Yes, teacher. But I I didn't complete the C and D. But okay, I will read. I to inform you that your application has been unsuccessful.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. But then, what do you guys have for C?
Regret, teacher.
I regret to inform you. Yes, I regret to inform
Okay, teacher.
you. Okay, alrighty. I regret to inform you that your application has been unsuccessful. Alrighty. What about D? Haru, can you please read D?
Of course, teacher. We appreciate the opportunity to read your article, but blank space, it will not be published. The answer is unfortunate.
But unfortunately, yes, very good. But unfortunately, it will not be published. So, let me change the color. So we have, I'm afraid, so sorry, we appreciate the opportunity to read your article, but unfortunately, it will not be published, unfortunately. Alrighty. E, the next one. Freddy, please read the next one. There is no easy.
There is no easy way to say this, but we will be closing our London division.
Yes, there is no easy way. Right? Like in the clip that we saw from The Office. So there is no easy way to say this, but we will be closing our London division. F. Christian, can you please read F?
You know what? I got the job.
Yes. You know what? I got the job. Alrighty, very good. You know what? I got the job. Excellent. Let me see who else is here. Andrea Lockup. Can you please read the next one?
Yes, teacher. Guess what? We got engaged.
Guess what? With emotion. We got engaged. Guess what? We got engaged. Yes, that's exciting. Great news. Alrighty. Thank you very much, Andrea. Ana Maria, can you please read the next one?
Yes, teacher. We are pleased to tell you that you have been nominated for Employee of the Year.
Yes, we're pleased to tell you. Very good. We're pleased to tell you that you've been nominated for Employee of the Year. Excellent. Thank you very much. Let's see who else is here. Mayra Pinzon. Mayra, can you please read the next one?
Yes, teacher. I have some great news for you. You've been promoted to senior manager.
Very good. Yes. So great news for you. And the last one, well, I'm gonna read the last one. Good news. I passed my final exam and I got an A. Very good. Good news. Excellent, guys. Okay. So, after doing that activity, we are going to do exercise number 3 and exercise number 4. In exercise number 3, you are going to read the sentences from the previous exercise. And again, so this activities like I'm afraid, I have some bad news, I was fired, I'm sorry, or I regret to inform you. Unfortunately, we're going to read that again. And then you guys are going to read the sentences again and react to them by choosing appropriate reactions from the list below. So for example, for the first one, like, I'm afraid I have some bad news, I was fired. So if you were the other person, how would you react? What would you say? Like, congrats, or congratulations, or what a shame, or that's amazing, thank you, oh, I'm sorry, or it's a pity that, something else. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I can't believe it. That sounds fantastic. Or what great news. Okay. So you're going to see which one would you use, or would you say, in order to or when you react to a person saying something like that to you. Okay. And then in exercise number 4, we're going to finish with this exercise. Okay. I mean, we're going to finish this activity because then we're going to work on mood. So for this exercise, you are going to work individually, and then you guys are going to exercise number 4. It says complete the conversation with your own ideas and the language you guys have learned so far. So A, it says, we regret to inform you that you have not passed your driving license exam. So person A says this. Person B, what would you say? How would you react? Then person A says something, and then person B says, that's amazing, thank you. So here person A said something positive that you guys are going to decide what that person said, and you're going to write it down. And then you're going to do the same with the rest. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, teacher, it is clear.
Yes. Alrighty, so please start working, and when you finish exercise number 3 and exercise number 4, when you finish, please let me know. Thank you. Hello, Joely. Yes, I will explain activity number 3 again. So in exercise number 3, you have to read the sentences again from the previous exercise, that is these sentences from here. And then you're going to say, okay, I'm afraid I have some bad news. I was fired. So,
Teacher, I can hear you.
oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, teacher.
Yes? Were you
Yes,
guys,
now,
can you, Joely?
yes, now I can.
Now you can? Alrighty. So what you have to do in this exercise is you're going to imagine that you're having a conversation with someone, and then the person says this sentence, I'm afraid, or I'm sorry, the person says these situations. So how would you react to that? So what would you say? What would you say using this? Okay, how would you react? What would you say to that person? And then in exercise number 4, you're going to write a response, or you're going to write a question. So it's between you and another person, A and B, A and B, A and B. Okay, clear now, Joely?
Yes, teacher, thank you.
All right, all right. You guys finish, let me know. Alrighty, guys. Ready? Can we move on? Can we continue? So we have Freddy, Joely, Harold, Andrea. Alrighty. So this is what we're going to do. And I'm going to send you to the breakout rooms for 6, 7 minutes for you to check your answers. And then we're coming back. We're going to work a little bit on Moodle, and then that's it, okay? So let me send you to the breakout rooms. What do I want you to do in the breakout rooms? Just to share your answers, okay? And then say, okay, for the first one, for the first sentence, I wrote this answer. Or you could say, oh, I wrote this one, or I would react this way, or I wouldn't say that, I would prefer to say this, okay? So you are going to give each other a feedback on the activity. Then we're coming back to the main session. You guys are going to work a little bit on Moodle, and we're done, okay? Is it clear what we're going to do now?
Yes, teacher. So we can have different answers.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Alrighty. So I'm going to create 2 groups. Alrighty. Please join the sessions, and you can share your screen if you want. Only if you want. Alrighty, peeps. So we are all back. We're all here. We're all back. How was a task? Do you have enough time to finish and to talk to your partners about your answers?
Yes,
Yes. Yes, everyone.
Yes, teacher, the time was enough.
Okay, excellent. Okay, peeps. So we are going to finish today's class. We have 20 minutes or less. And we are going to finish with some activities from Moodle. Can you please remind me of the last activities that we worked on? Hello, Angelica.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good, I suppose, teacher. Sorry, I can't connect before because a friend of my job didn't feel good, and he buys out se desmayó.
Oh my goodness.
Faint,
Got it.
and she is pregnant. So I with other friends went to hospital, and I just arrived at house.
No, it's okay. I totally understand. I mean, those are things that we cannot control, and well, you are a good friend and you acted in the way that you had to. So no worries, no worries. Is your friend good now? Is she okay? And is the baby okay?
Yes, teacher. The doctor say that it's good and feel better.
All right.
Teacher, I want to ask if I can see the video or the screen of just the video of the class today.
Yeah, sure. So today with your classmate, we already finished this task, okay? We were working on this. But you find it here on the drive folder, so you can watch it when you can. So this is the link for the drive folder, and we watched short clip of the office, the US office, because there is a UK version, but then we watched the American version. So this is the video of the American version. This is the sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry. Esto, yes. Sorry. So this is the video of the office, and then we were discussing these questions. We were doing this activity that you can, work on it whenever you can. Okay, Angelica.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
No worries. Okay, not a problem. Okay, peeps. So now we're going to finish with some activities from Muller. Do you remember which activities from this we have worked on? Do you remember which ones we have worked on?
Being honest, no.
No? Okay. I am going to check one by one. So, or we haven't worked.
Teacher, with qualification, we can see the which one.
We haven't worked on
We haven't
Unit
worked
4.
on any of them, right?
We were in Unit 3 last time. Yeah,
Oh,
last time we
oh
were in Unit 3.
no. You know what? Because on Friday we were going to work on some activities from Muller, but it was not working. Remember that? We already finished Unit 3 and we started Unit 4.
Yes, I
That is
remember.
about telemarketing,
Yes.
billing information. We worked on this vocabulary from telemarketing, and we were going, and then we watched 2 videos that we couldn't watch from Muller because it was not working. However, I looked online. I watched and we watched 2 videos from YouTube, but we couldn't work on any of the activities because Moodle was not working.
Yeah, we haven't worked on Unit 4.
Yes.
We haven't.
Alrighty, perfect. So we are going to work on the 2 vocabulary activities. So we're going to be working on vocabulary 1 and vocabulary 2. So in vocabulary number 1, we are going to read and drag and drop these words to its definition. So read the definitions and drag the most appropriate word to each blank. So we have these words from here. You're going to read these words from here, and you're going to drag and drop the words in the correct missing space. And then in exercise number 2, vocabulary number 2, it's payment arrangement, in-house, law, overdue, agency, collection. So basically it's the same. You're going to read the definition and then drag and drop each of these words into the right or into the correct category. Okay, so far we're going to be working on those 2 vocabulary activities. Clear, guys?
Yes.
Yes. All right, so please start working. Thank you.
Teacher, can you please remind me the number of people?
Yeah, I'm going to use this so that you can see. Can you see what
Okay,
I'm doing on
perfect.
the screen? Yeah. Alrighty.
It's
So
clear.
vocabulary
Yes.
1 and 2. Alrighty. Thank you. Please start. Alrighty, guys, finish. Did you finish with these two activities? With the vocabulary tasks?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, alrighty. So guys, we're going to finish for today. Alrighty, very good, very excellent. We're gonna finish for today. Tomorrow we're gonna be working on a writing task, and then hopefully tomorrow we can finish unit 4. We will see, so that we can start our last unit. Okay. Thank you very much, guys, for being here today. I will see you tomorrow. Good night, guys. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye bye.
Bye, teacher. Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye bye. Good night.